Hey, Farva, what's the name of that restaurant you like with all the goofy shit on the walls and the mozzarella sticks?
Welcome to the CAM Shenanigans podcast.
You mean Shenanigans? Oh, you're about Shenanigans, right?
Where Mike, Trent, and Zach, and a guest will debate all things automotive.
But our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
Yeah, I mean, the shenanigans are cruel and tragic.
Make sure to check out CAM Automag on all the social medias at CAM Automag. And don't forget to support our sponsor, Hustle Energy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of CAM Shenanigans. We've got a guest today. Super excited. Jake Morrow here. Why don't you say hi real quick?
How's it going, everybody?
Thank you for joining us. And you're joining the usual crew of Zach and Mike.
Hello.
This is where you say things.
I said things.
You did say things. So
I'm not the boat
congratulations,
anchor
Mike.
tonight.
I was doing other things. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you were doing other things. That makes me
Yes.
happy.
So the only thing I personally, Mike knows Jake, Zach knows Jake. I personally have been a little bit removed from the car scene, so I know your Corvette, but that's about all I know about Jake Morrow. So why don't you jump in here and tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and how you got involved with these hooligans.
So, started drifting 2 years ago in a very nice, pristine Corvette, and then it's transitioned now into basically a 240, but with a Corvette. So I ended up meeting the CAM guys through drifting, and just kind of haven't left, which has been a good time for the most part. Some people would say otherwise, but
Meh.
I remember when you came out the first time. It was at the 2-day event. I think it was
Yeah.
a 2-day event. And I
2-day
was your-
RMR.
Yeah. I was your first ride along, and you were so excited to have me.
Yeah, and that whole day I was like, I'm gonna throw up because I was like, okay, I'm gonna get committed and go drifting for the first time. And I was like, well, I really would like to do UMC to really, pop the cherry and kind of get used to things without having walls and all that fun stuff. But then it was just like RMR's last event, and I was like, well, I want to drive that track before it goes away. So I autocrossed it because I didn't have angle.
Yeah,
And,
yes, angle, yeah.
That was a good time. Finished that year off with no angle, and then ended up upgrading to the SLR kit, and that was night and day difference. And then I had Nick Nangus drive my car before I put it on. And he's like, oh, thank you so much. You've killed the bug for me. I don't want it. And then I was like, oh, good, okay. And then he's like, you're not as bad as I thought you were. And I was like, that makes me feel better.
Damn. Wow.
And then I ended up putting angle on it, and now he's got 2 Corvettes. So,
Yep. He's got one that bellows smoke and one that doesn't.
yeah. Well, one that doesn't run now.
You finally killed it?
He ended up putting it on the trailer, and his trans broke.
Ah, lame.
Yeah. But I'm hoping he gets it fixed because I like driving with him.
So
It's good, too.
I wanted to ask, what interests you in drifting? Like, what got you started?
So, way back in the day, like, I want to say it was like probably 2014, 2015, somewhere around that time period. I bought a 240 because I wasn't really into cars, but then I kept getting yelled at and was like, you got to get into cars. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll get into cars. So then I started looking at videos, and I was like, what kind of car would interest me? Like, what kind of motorsport? Am I a stance kid, or do I want to get into a motorsport? And I ended up finding videos of drifting. It was like JDM All Stars was like the first video that I watched. It was JDM All Stars 2014 was like the first video, and I was like, what is this car? And I just started KSL searching. I was like, okay, I want whatever this thing is. And then I ended up buying a 91 hatch that Tyler Graskoff has. I probably said his name wrong, his last
It doesn't
name.
matter. It doesn't matter. He's a friendly Canadian. He'll take it in good humor.
But he ended up having it now. But it was a pretty good. It was dual cam swapped.
Ooh.
And I was like, okay. and I ended up driving it, and it worked great when I was going to test drive it. Bought it, drove it home, and then I realized that I burned all the oil on the way. So I was like, well, this motor's gonna go pretty soon.
That's
But I ended
a
up-
touch of an issue.
Yeah, I picked it up for $3,000, which it was a clean chassis, no rust, pretty stock as far as that goes,
Yeah.
and with a newer motor that was bad. At the time, I was like, oh, it looks good. The oil's in there and everything like that. All the levels look good. So I ended up buying that. And then it was like, okay, I'm going to prepare for a swap. So I ended up going to Rob Carlson's shop
Oh, Rob.
and ended up going there. And then met Hadlock, which was a good experience because I still hang out with him for the most part.
Yeah.
Usually like every weekend. But grew a relationship there. But it was just from the time the car started to when it was done and like reliable enough to really take it to events, it was almost there. And then I ended up having I think the transmission bearing went out, and it was just like the straw that broke the camel's back, because it was just issue after issue. Like every week there was something breaking on it, and I was just like, I'm just gonna buy something already kind of set up. And then I ended up buying a Mustang I owned that for 2 months, and then I was like, this is not for me. So then I bought the Corvette, and then I've owned it for a while and was like, oh, I want to get into drifting, but I was like, this is a little too nice. And then I ended up putting like 80,000 miles on it since I've owned it. So I was like, it's not worth anything anymore. So now it's just full send until it ends up either totaled or something else comes up.
Yeah, I remember seeing you. I did some work up north, and I would see you every so often, right? We put the stickers on it. I'm like, oh, there he goes. Oh, there he goes. I kept waving at you, but you were either going or coming home from work and were oblivious.
Yeah, well, I drive, and I'm just 10 and 2, straight ahead. Just pay attention to the road. Let's go.
Yep. There it is.
Now it's just super obnoxious. Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Yeah, so what did I
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
This is Trent's fault. I am not running the show. It is not my fault.
Okay, I fixed it.
It's okay. It's okay.
How the hell did his problem become all of our problems?
He was just messing
Oh,
with
no.
the mic,
Oh,
and
God.
so it
You're
feedback
broken
through
too.
everything.
You're broken too. Are we all broken?
I don't know. I don't think I'm broken.
No, you're fine.
I don't think
Yeah.
I'm broken.
Oh, you're broken. The virus has spread to you.
It's just me and Zach. Oh, no. No,
Well,
we
Mike,
can't.
how you doing today? Like, if I run this together, you and me?
I mean, we could talk about all sorts of stuff. I mean, whatever.
Well, I guess. Well, Jake, what do you see your next step from here is?
So plans are this winter I've been looking at doing. I'm in between right now on like what to go with, but I'll probably go with the. They got the angle kit from. Oh, what's it called? The FDF kit, the Mantis kit.
Oh, all right.
C5s. So I'm looking at going that route. Or there's another company. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but they're very similar, but a little bit different setup. But I'm hoping I can get just, crab walk angle. That's basically the next step. And then after that, it's just cage it and keep it running.
So I think that's a good plan.
I had one last question, which was, what would you tell your starting self that you know now? Like, if you could go back and talk to yourself the first day you started drifting, what would you tell yourself?
Don't start. It's too expensive.
There it is. Bail out.
No, I just, try to. I'm sad because I missed so much of like when drifting was really good. It was small and tight knit back in the day. Like when I first wanted to get into it, they had the Triple Crown and all those events out there. Idaho didn't have walls and all that fun stuff. And I'm just like, I wish I would have been like into drifting then, like to start, and just see it transition. But I mean, right now it's been so crazy how fast it's growing. Like last two events that we've had 60 drivers and just tons of spectators, which I've been trying to kind of bring in as much as possible.
Yeah, you've been really good about like letting people know that events are happening. You've been really out there beating the drum.
Well, I feel like, spectators are what makes the sport fun, because I mean, it's fun to go out and drive, but at the same time, you have a crowd that actually like builds the like, okay, so there's a bunch of people here. All right, let's, go a little bit harder.
Yeah.
I think it just makes it more of a better atmosphere. And I mean, we're getting there, which is good, trying to get the Utah scene just, really compact and good.
Yeah, we're doing, I think you're definitely doing, you're out there doing quite a bit of work as far as getting people to come.
That's what it's for.
So your next goal is to get people to come and watch this.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys did throw off my schedule. I post at 6 o'clock in the morning every day. And then I was like, now I'm posting twice a day. That's going to throw everybody off.
Hey, man. It's a little treat for them.
Now I'm shadow banned on the hashtags.
I think that's everybody right now. Everybody's doesn't get hashtags right now.
Yeah, they got the, that election thing. It's been hurting so bad. I'm just like, hoping it'll fix it.
No.
Well, when you compare to like the G1 days, those were like really small, tight-knit drift days, but it's blown up in Utah. Like Utah's scene has expanded significantly since that time.
Oh yeah,
dude. Yeah, like those G1 days. It might as well have just been like 7 dudes in somebody's backyard.
I think one of the fun things to do is go on like YouTube and just search up like Drift Utah or like, Utah drifting or Salt City Drift. And then just go to like the last updated ones and just see like the transition. Like back in the day, like UMC was just basically just a big donut box. And then you just had a bunch of 240s all stock, just like barely making it. And I'm like, nowadays, everybody like, it sucks because I was having so much fun last year because nobody had a fast car. And now this year, everybody's like, well, we're a little bit faster than you. It's like, so now I'm used to like going up and then getting on them and being able to like back off and adjust and then suck back on. But now it's like I back off and then just keep going. And it's like, no.
Wait, come back.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I wish it was back in the day when everybody was slow and I had my car.
Oh man, that would have been
back in my day. I had the fastest car. Is what you're saying?
Dude, that would have been. I don't know what would have happened if somebody showed up in a Corvette at one of the G1 events.
Oh, that track looks so fun. I was watching videos and it was just like, I wish they'd let us drive. I think like somebody was saying YouTube people own it. Like I think like Stradman or something like that.
He got access to it, but he didn't have ownership of it, and the owner cut him off too.
Oh,
it got too crazy again for the owner. But yeah, they had access to it for a couple of weeks. That was it.
Lame.
That'd be good. We just got to kick that one guy that complains out. I think there's like one house that's just like,
Yeah, there's one house, and I'm pretty sure I know exactly which house it is.
Yeah.
Can we do a group buy and like buy out that house so we can have access to the track?
See, that's what I'm thinking.
I've got $8.
I got 20 on this.
All right.
I got a lot of dead tires. I can drop the value.
$28 and a whole bunch of dead tires.
We're halfway there, baby. We're halfway there.
Hey, the dead tires will form barriers for the spectators, so we're good. We need those dead tires.
Well, if we put them around the neighborhood, it's like, oh, this is a bad neighborhood. Drop the value of the house.
There it is.
Yes.
Really just nuke that property value.
Yeah. Modern problems require modern solutions.
I kind of look like a homeless guy, so I mean, I could just go sit on the corner, just like, oh.
They'll do your day job is keeping the property value down.
Yeah. Just trying to get affordable.
Just start walking up to people holding a clipboard and be like, hey, can I have a moment of your time?
Yeah. Spare some change.
But the funny thing is, if he lowers the property value by like $80,000 to $100,000, it might even out, I mean, it might,
Or all the drifters will move in there and it'll be fine.
I mean, if it wasn't in the middle of nowhere, I'd be so down.
Oh, yeah.
I got nothing else going on. I'll move out there.
It's a good point, Zach. Why are we volunteering Jake here? Why don't we volunteer you?
I'll do it. Yeah.
New Camcast studio right there.
Right on the corner of the street. Elmont and Third, right there.
Hey, we're taking a page out of the grand tour. We're doing the tent thing. We'll set up an actual like tent, and then Zach will just broadcast from there.
Why does that homeless guy have a tent every Monday? I don't know.
And we'll
I just imagine a grand tour on a budget, like just tarps with like sticks.
Yeah.
Well, that's how El Paso felt for me. I was like, I'm out in the field for you guys.
Man.
Well, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that you're out there supporting the community and you're making a difference.
Yeah.
And showing up in something different and something rowdy, and I love the designs you're throwing on the car, and it's pretty awesome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. And I gotta say, the interior lights made it just that much better.
Yeah, that's held on by electrical tape where all the wires are, and now it's all gotten hot and just melted down, and so now all the wires just look like I've just pretty good at wiring. Turns out.
Nice.
Do you have any social media you want to plug right now? Want to get your Instagram up there?
Me?
Yeah, let's get this poor boy some followers.
Oh boy.
We need to get the Clout Lord up and out there.
You could give me a follow at Warvet on Instagram.
Actually, I have 2 accounts that aren't following you.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, fam. Trying to hit 10,000 by the end of the year.
Hey, follow for a follow?
I don't know if you noticed.
I love it.
Follows.
Oh no, he's got to keep that ratio good, man.
Yeah.
Can't be throwing out follows like that.
I love that Zach got denied live.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you don't need something to follow you.
Well, because actually, no, only one of my accounts was not following you. The other 2 were. Well, at some point, Jake's going to be fucking like, he's going to be the next Adam LZ, so I got to be like ready for like, oh, I knew him. I was his first ride along.
Oh, I'm getting ready for clickbait.
Oh boy.
So once I hit 10,000 followers, the plan is to start transitioning into YouTube and try to kind of juggle the two.
Yeah.
Hey,
Zach either wants you to call him, or he's like trying to get somebody else in the room to call him.
Yeah, hey, call me.
Here's the thing. Zach did just get a Tinder, so I don't know. Maybe that's what's going on. Is he's wanting you to call him for that?
He's like, I'm pretty famous.
If anybody in the drift community, it's you and Hadlock. It's
man.
The threesome's the fantasy.
Oh, Hattie Poo.
Mike, Mike. You okay there, Mike?
Is that a pop heart?
Go on.
Anyway. Well, should we get into what we came here to do? And it is not involving the threesome, by the way.
Convince Zach to get on Bumble Friends and then get shot down there.
Well, that's the next step. Give me 2 more weeks of desperate Tinder swiping, and then I'll go to Bumble.
No. There's Bumble, and then there's Bumble Friends, where you're just trying to get a friend. Imagine getting shot down on Bumble Friends. Just nobody wants to be your buddy.
What are you into? Nothing. Well, don't want to be your friend.
That is my entire life right now, okay? Wow. You need to come at me like that.
I'm sorry.
See, the whole Bumble thing, I just don't understand that.
Jake, will you be my friend?
No, sorry, bud. I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of a big deal. Start a little bit lower.
Yeah, you got denied twice, Zach. Holy cow.
Oh, Zach's
also,
gone.
he doesn't come to drift events, so I mean.
Oof.
Wow.
Zach, your extra large oof is here.
Wow. Thanks. Thanks for the extra large oof.
If you started coming to drift events again, I'd be like, you know what, we could be friends, but I just don't know if I want to be your friend.
Hey, dude, what about our past? We had this gorgeous, lovely past here that we built.
Yeah, but you went down a downhill spiral. Just not coming to events, and now you're on Bumble Friends because you don't come to events and make friends.
God. Man. Jake, you weren't kidding. You are the new Dave. You're just dunking on Zach left and right.
You know, I gotta fill the shoes.
Somebody does. Hey, do you want to be my dad?
That's not.
Wow.
That's not till January.
Okay, come January, we're having a court hearing for my father.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we're bringing the Camcast back for one episode.
Zach Turnage, Dave Raleigh, Brandon Christensen. Who else is in there?
You know, if I got invited, I feel like it would be a real hoot and a half.
Who?
Jake.
I'm making no paternal claims here, so don't.
Me and Dave go way back. We're like best friends.
We can have Dave in there. We can even have Josh Hadlock. I'll let Josh be my dad.
It's not. You're not choosing a dad. It's anybody who wants. You're trying to see who wants to claim you.
Do they have Bumble Father? That's just full of daddy issues in there.
Damn. Oh, buddy.
Can you be my dad?
Wow.
Oh, Zach, this is not like The Bachelor. This is more like Jerry Springer. All right.
Oh God.
This is Maury.
Crap! I'm the father. Dang it.
It's just gonna be me sitting there with a note card, just waiting for somebody to throw a chair across the room.
Can we do this live, socially distanced and all that crap? Can we
I'm sure we
throw chairs at Zach?
Yeah, I'm sure we can figure out a way to actually do this in person because I really want to do this in person. There's no way.
I'm on the chair first before I throw it, just from that off chance.
Dude,
we're gonna need like a studio space or like a theater or something.
Just like an empty warehouse.
UMC's got that new fun park thing that they got going on. I feel like that'd be a great place to throw chairs. I think they've got little like obstacles that you can run around, so we have a fighting chance at least.
Oh man,
it's a fight to the death for my father for fathership.
Oh,
and there's just me and Trent just sitting there disapprovingly, me smoking. Just what did we do, Trent? What did we get into?
What have I done wrong? Well,
the good news is, if I cough on a chair and throw it at you, Zach, the COVID's already running through our family, so by that time we'll be good.
Okay. Well, I heard earlier there was some talk about some topics, and are those still a thing, or did those expire?
All right. Well, since
hold up in the debate topics, I stuck a 1 and a 2 next to 2 of the things. We'll do a coin toss.
Okay.
We'll do. There we go. Number 1 is heads. Number 2 is tails. And Jake, I'm going to let you call it in the air on heads or tails.
Can I argue, Jake? What the
sure, why not?
Is?
Sure.
I've gotten stuck on this page again.
All right. Heads or tails, Jake?
Let's always go with heads.
It is heads. I'm sorry, I did not record that one, Zach, but that determines what the topic is. But now we need to do it again for who gets what position. So Jake apparently always picks heads, and heads will be which. So the question is, which is the better coked out 80s supercar, the Countach or the Testarossa? So you don't get to pick. You get to pick the heads or tails, and then you have to argue whatever one is better, Jake. So we're going to do heads Countach, Testarossa, tails. I will flip a coin again. And you get the Countach.
Oh, fuck off. I want the Countach. I never get what I want. I want video.
I know it's too late now. I can't do it now.
Shit, I gotta.
Andrew Jolly was delayed, but Andrew Jolly told me to record it on my phone, and
he said I smell a cheat. Yeah,
I did not cheat this time.
Are we calling Shenanigans in episode 2 already?
Well, Shenanigans was in episode 1. It just wasn't revealed until afterwards. So
I'm gonna go rogue. I'm gonna tell him about all the dirty secrets that we've done behind the scenes. How you cheated me that one time.
Yeah, that one time where I just said it right now. So
I know
what are you airing?
That for me. Yeah, you spoiled that for me, but I still had it ready to go, so I still wanted to say it.
Okay. Well, you can think about your arguments for the Testarossa while Jake, you get to debate the Countach on why it's the better coked out 80s supercar. And Mike, do you have a timer?
I've got 2 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
All right,
ready
Jake.
when you are.
All right, and go.
Well, the Countach is the best coked out car, or I'd say car to do cocaine in, at least.
There you go.
Because it's a Lamborghini. Obviously, the Lamborghini in Wolf of Wall Street, boom, perfect example. You have those excellent curves that the cocaine will not fall off on. You just put it all out. It's got a big wing. It's already got a table. It's basically like a bathroom. And then just do a line right off the back of the wing. You're good to go. And then it's low, so when you fall in, you can just stumble, and the door just stays up. You don't have to, you don't have to fling yourself in. And then you are set. That's my arguments.
All right. Coming into at 54 seconds. Sure you don't want to keep going?
I'm ready to go.
Okay,
right.
Let me keep going. It's also got pop-up headlights. Little bit. Just enough. And
Just a tease of pop-up headlights. Just a tease.
It's a tease. And it's a perfect car because a girl sees a Ferrari Testarossa. Nah. It's just a Ferrari. You see that Lamborghini going. Elegant, nice, white, like cocaine. Perfect for strippers. When you think of a Testarossa, you think, oh, it's red. When you think of a Countach, white.
Okay, I'm ready for this. Are you
All
ready?
right.
Are you done? Okay.
All right, Zach.
Stretch. Okay, hold on. We're going in for this.
Oh, Jesus.
geez.
Okay.
God.
No,
Looking coked out as shit.
That's too much.
God.
Okay,
Is
so
she a
first
Playing
off,
the part.
Hold on. Let me start you. Go.
First off, the real Wolf of Wall Street was not driving a Countach. She was driving a Mercedes SL. So first off, Wolf of Wall Street, fucking false. Second off, is the Countach white? Okay, whatever. Sure, that makes you happy. But what is the most famous white car? The Miami Vice Testarossa with the single wing mirror up on the top. What TV show screams more cocaine than anything else? Miami Vice. And the fact that you even said that the Wolf of Wall Street would drive, the real drove an SL 500. That's not even cocaine. He was doing lewds. Okay, granted, yeah, you have the wing to do your coke off of. That's kind of cool. But the Ferrari has the coke mirror. You tip down the fucking visor and you pull out the coke mirror. It's a mirror that you can use to do coke off of. Okay, come back into reality for a second here. Let me get my breath here. Elegant. Ferrari is elegant. Which one is more elegant, a bull or a horse? A bull in a china shop or a horse jumping over things? Ferrari's more elegant because a Lamborghini is brutish and mean and whatever, but Ferrari just screams elegant. And okay, if you show up to the Hollywood Hills looking for your Tumblr cocaine girl, would she rather get in your Ferrari or Lamborghini? Lamborghini that has weird doors that open up, you got kind of slit in, and your head's all tight, and there's a really sharp you sit inwards. That's really hot because the transmission's
10
right
seconds.
there. I will succeed. I will step back for this for one. Yep.
Man,
Okay.
That was.
The bull is definitely more
Okay.
coked out.
What? Hold on. You
But
get to
before you go, Jake, first of all, you thought my thing was a stretch last week? The whole bull versus Miami Vice.
This is.
That's a whole new level.
I mean, this.
You've given me very little to run with here. So
You said a bull in a China shop, and I'm like, that is cocaine right there.
Yeah, I mean, Zach, they gave you had precious little, but goddamn, you ran with it.
And also, The Wolf of Wall Street, the movie.
The movie isn't real. The real Wolf of Wall Street drove an SL 500.
And is that as fun? No. Nobody wants to see an old Mercedes.
But that's what
everybody wants to see
China store. It's like
the real one.
We don't care about the real one. We're talking about the movie.
The movie has nothing to do with it. Okay, sorry. I'm still arguing now. I will.
God, all right. Jake, your 1 minute rebuttal.
Oh, God, I'm bad at arguing.
You don't have to do great.
Yeah,
you just have to phone this in, really.
I should have got Sarah in this.
I mean, we could bring her in for round 3. Why
not? Let's see. Oh, I feel like I already did my rebuttal thing of me just arguing with him. Oh boy. Yeah.
At this point, you could just say Countach is better, and you'd beat Zach. So just.
I mean, that's true. Countach is better. It's a bowl in a China store, like you said. I'm just quoting you. You know, if you want to do elegant cocaine, like you're the prince of the what's it called? England.
Keep going.
Prince of Bumble. Friends, you know, you want to be elegant, then sure. But if you want to do cocaine in a China store and just make everything like a bull, I'd go with the Lamborghini.
All right. Perfect.
Solid argument.
Nailed the dismount. Zach, you have 60 more seconds and a shovel.
Boom. Okay, first
use it wisely.
Cocaine mirror. Okay, you lift down the visor, and you pull out a mirror. It's about this big. It's a cocaine mirror. Second of all, the side stripes. Like, look how dope those are. Like, they run down the side of the car. You can see through them. And the Ferraris pop up and down headlights. Okay. Ferrari is for elegant, nice, good-looking people. Lamborghini. Have you seen a photo of Valentino Bamboni? He looks like some kind of goblin. Have you seen this?
That's what cocaine will do to you.
No, Andrew! No!
Andrew's turned on Zach.
No.
Kesha would do cocaine in a Lamborghini.
I'm going to use the last bit of my time to explain this. We had a
You have
running
10
joke
seconds.
for the longest time. Would you do coke with Kesha?
5. Yeah. All right, well.
Cocaine mirror.
The Countach has them too.
I feel like you missed a good point. You know, you could have been like, it's got lines on the side of the car like cocaine lines.
Oh, fuck!
But, you know, you missed that one, but I'll accept it.
Man.
It's just a reminder every time you open the door, like, I should do a line of cocaine.
I will never win one of these.
Welcome to the club.
Zach, that is... Hey. You keep trying, and that's all we ask. What's the line?
Yeah, I feel like you know.
What's your line though, Mike? Of the, I don't want you to keep, or I want you to keep.
Oh,
trying,
I love that you're trying, but I love that you're trying, and I never want you to stop.
AJ finally joined us.
Oh, AJ, you're gonna have to watch the replay because this has been interesting this entire time.
You did miss.
Yeah,
yes.
you kind of came in at the end here because it's been, man.
All right, so we're gonna ask for your vote. The bullet train says the raging bull always beats the prancing horse.
Thank you,
but go ahead, drop your vote. I love your enthusiasm, and I don't want you to stop. Thank you, AJ.
Thank you,
AJ.
AJ knows us better than we do.
Yep, as long as somebody does.
Yeah, so go ahead, drop your vote in the comments. Who won that, Mr. Warvet or Zach? Yeah,
I'm terrible at debating, so if I win, you should just retire.
Wow.
Wow. You want me to resign if I lose?
What? Andrew says Zach is the winner.
I think Zach. That's real.
No! I have never ever again, Andrew.
Man. Andrew just
bad friends. See, this is why I need Bumble friends, because I have bad friends.
Andrew got us there. Good
Bumble friends.
Well played. Yeah.
Jake wins because I want to see Zach cry again. Damn.
You guys just want to see me fail.
Jake wins because I want to see Zach cry again.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, that was a good replay.
AJ, fuck, I didn't know you guys were debating for pinks. Oof. Wow.
Zach, you got somebody on your team. But
From deep in the heart of Jake country.
Yeah.
But to make you,
Sean, Zach doesn't cry. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate that.
You might as well just take that as the best compliment you can and run with it.
I'll take it. Thanks, Sean.
All right, so far I think it's a landslide for Jake.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I think Sarah was talking to you on that one.
well, she might be talking to Zach.
I don't know. She works with children all day, so I mean.
Oh, he pouts and leaves. Fuck off, Sean.
He does. he does.
Fuck off, Sean.
He really wants to leave right now, but he won't. Just
this
prove point this time.
This has been brilliant.
I think I'm
yes.
so hard right now.
Since I dominated last week, I'm gonna let Mike take on the winner this time, and let Mike debate against Jake to see what he can do to see if he can get a point on the board.
Wait, are we rehashing the Countach Testarossa thing?
No. What about number 2 on the list there?
Oh, okay. I can deal with this because I'm living that right now.
True. I don't know if that is a good one. Okay, well, let me see if I can get logged into StreamYard
there you go.
from my phone, just so Zach doesn't accuse me of cheating.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I feel like no, you can just screen share.
Hold up.
This is going swimmingly, and not to tell tales out of school here, but I did intend for each one of those things to be like its own little debate topic, and it not to be 2 minutes and then 1 minute to kind of be like we'd volley back and forth sort of thing. But then I remembered exactly who we are, and we can't keep a rally like that going. So, you know.
It is us.
Yeah, we're going to do what we can, but I don't think we got a long rally.
I think these topics are a little bit hard because they're very...
Yeah, they're very weird.
Yeah. I wanted to say short, but they're not short. Oh, okay, here we go.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, there's 2 of you.
Yes.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Oh,
God.
All right. Who's going to pick this one? Who's taking heads? Who's taking tails? We're going to debate minivan versus crossover.
I mean, I'll take tails.
Who's picking heads? You're taking tails? Okay. All right. Here's the screen. Can you see that?
Oh, for the love
Yes.
of God. This is...
Okay.
No, AJ, we had one of those when we ran him out on a rail.
There you go. It's heads.
All right.
I feel like you're on a fake website right now that just shows heads every time you roll.
Yeah. Fake heads roller.
It has been 3 times in a row. I'll
go get a quarter. We can make this happen.
I was too busy jumping on the other phone to catch all these from AJ.
So it's all right. That's a good
Thank
move,
you, Luke,
Luke,
for choosing good Trent. I appreciate that. And next time, Andrew Jolly, we will just ask Siri to flip a coin.
Yeah. As opposed to this dog and pony show.
Yes. Okay. So it was heads again.
Mm-hmm.
So that means, well, you know what? That was no good because I didn't decide which one was which.
You really.
We just decided who picked. Well, I guess we get to do the Siri flip a coin. Okay.
Episode 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on.
We're still working out
episode 2.
Let me flip a coin. I have a plan.
Uh-oh. He has a plan.
No, I got this. Okay.
Oh. Why was I expecting you to have like an AA chip?
No, hold on. This shit fucking sucks. Why does it go through Cloudflare? What the fuck? I was gonna do it on my phone so you guys could see it, but it's like, what the fuck?
It's okay. Oh, there it goes. It's focusing now. It's like it's just a white blur.
Okay, you guys ready for this? Okay, who wants to call it?
Jake, you can call it.
Why is it a calculator?
God damn it.
2 plus 2 equals 4. Heads, always.
Heads.
Yep, it's obviously rigged.
Yeah, clearly.
Okay, it's heads.
All right, Jake. Are you taking minivans or crossovers? Which one are you defending the honor of?
Obviously, minivans.
All right. Well, got a little bit trickier for your boy, but I can make this work.
Okay, so Mike, get a timer going. You get to decide why the minivan is the better option versus a crossover, Jake. And Mike, you get to defend the lowly crossover.
All right. And Jake, go.
Obviously, the minivan is the best option because you are going to have an excellent choice when you have your family in the car. You know, you're going to have 3 rows of seating, no cocaine in the car because that's what people in crossovers would use addictively. And it's very elegant. You know, you pull up in a minivan, go to soccer games, support the children. You know, you pull up in a crossover, you're nothing. You basically, because you could buy in Mitsubishi Eclipse and then you're just a wannabe, you know, with a weird badge. So, I mean, not the best looking cars either, you know. You gotta think you got nice room, excellent seating. Some of the seats rotate, or you could be like Nick Stuckey and drift it sometimes. I mean, don't see a lot of crossovers drifting, you know, because they're lame. Nobody wants them unless you're like a weird tree hugger from Oregon. But, you know, I don't know. I'm thinking the minivan is just the most elegant, refined machine that you can get. If you get a crossover, you might be a lesbian.
He's coming out strong with the slander.
Wow. Really? You just need to sprinkle allegedly over all of that.
Yeah. Allegedly, if you drive a crossover, you are a lesbian that does cocaine. Is that what I caught on with that?
Mm-hmm. And a tree hugger.
And a tree hugger, yes. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Mike, or who's this against? Is it Mike? Yeah, Mike.
It's me.
I'm leaning towards.
I mean, he did come out of the gate swinging, so. Alrighty. And starting my timer now. So, I have had to live both the minivan life and also the crossover life. And while I do love the minivan, it will always have a place in my heart, and I don't want to get rid of it, but I am going to be getting rid of it at some point. I have been driving my mom's Nissan Rogue crossover, and let me tell you, it's a far comfier ride. It's a more cushy place to be, and the driving position. I mean, since you're higher up, you really feel like you got a command of the road, and you feel like you can do all the fun things like barely signal and cut across 4 lanes of traffic on the freeway because you forgot where your exit is, even though you drive by it every day. Or, you know, tailgate somebody, just lay on the horn because somebody committed some sort of minor traffic infraction against you, slighted you in the most slight way possible. I mean, the minivan's nice, but I mean, why have a minivan if you could have a long roof version of something? I mean, you can still get a wagon. The minivan's nice, but I mean, do you really need the sliding doors? Do you really need all of those rows of seats? And most of them don't have these swiveling captain's chairs. That is a rare option. And yeah, most minivans are Oh, thanks, Brendan. God damn it. Yeah, if I'm doing cocaine and hugging trees, I think there's really, man, you guys are pegging the wrong car. Jake was really talking about the Subaru Outback, which has grown into a crossover.
I have a Subaru Outback.
Yes, Dash. The crossover justifies the shitty driving, much like having an electric vehicle or a hybrid also justifies your shitty driving because you are helping the planet. And that is my time.
Wow. Okay, so strong slander followed by something.
Yep.
I like the idea that you went from like trying to defend the crossover to just full-heartedly supporting wagons. not very strong on your point where you can't even stick on your topic.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's really no. I can't. I mean, the Rogue is nicer than the Mini minivan only because it's like 5 years newer. But I wouldn't necessarily say I would, choose that over the Mini minivan.
Yeah, if it's a Nissan,
I mean, fucking, they're all garbage since day one, just nothing but trash.
not the Chevrolet Corvette. I'll tell you what.
There you go.
Okay, so do we do a 1 minute rebuttal?
I mean, I think I kind of, I took my shot. There's really nothing left in the tank.
You shot your shot.
I shot my shot. So
Go back to doing your vegan cocaine.
exactly.
And apparently cutting people off. So
Yeah, BMW driver.
It's ADHD, okay?
how many monitors are you staring at right now, Zach?
A lot. I got cameras right here. I got fucking scissors right here.
Jesus.
All right. So I guess since we're forfeiting the rebuttals, here's your chance to vote. Who is the winner of this? Is it going to be Jake taking the minivans or Mike with the crossovers? Who made a stronger argument?
Crossover hatchbacks.
Yeah, I mean,
I was gonna say you should have argued like crossovers are just hatchbacks on stilts. That's basically what they are. So you could lower them and make them a hatchback.
not really. They're bigger. Like, and it's
big
dumb when you try to
hatchbacks.
lower. It's dumb when you try to lower a crossover. Every time I see a T1 on coilovers, I want to fight the driver.
No.
I think that's dumb. Why didn't you just get like a Golf All-Track or something?
See, I'm not gonna lie. I've been looking at those Toyota.
I see three votes for Jake.
Yeah, Jake's clearly winning this one. I don't know why.
Turns out
Well,
I'm
two
really
of the
good at
votes-
arguing. I should become president.
There it is. Jake for president 2024.
One day. I mean, the candidate's running up. I'm like, I got this. Make drifting legal again,
There we go. Man. Yeah, I mean, the crossover was not gonna lie, really hoping I was gonna get the minivan on that one. So
Why did you mute me?
Because you voted for yourself or voted for Jake twice through different accounts.
Oh, that's cheating.
AJ would mail in vote for you.
Well, the old Zach is dead, okay?
Maybe if you got on Bumble Friends, you can have people vote too.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm just going to start getting votes. Like, I just need votes for my podcast. I only want to be friends. I'll pay you $1 a vote to show up and vote.
I need friends to watch my podcast and vote for me. Please help.
That's not how my real friends are.
You know what? You should go to Fiverr for that. All right. Well, I think the totals are in, even with Zach stuffing the ballot.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
What? Oh,
Is a Toyota CHR? Is that a?
That would be a crossover.
Okay, I'll admit I do like crossovers better because I do like those cars. They're slow though. I was looking at their horsepower and I was like,
You should have been quiet for like 3 more seconds because I was just about to award you the win, but now you're arguing for Mike.
Yeah, well, I mean, like,
have you seen the CHR? If you slam them,
seen
they
the
look
CHR.
so awesome, but they're slow, so they're not as cool. So minivans are
They
still
are
better.
slow and backed by a CVT. So,
Oh, it's a problem.
and it's a Toyota CVT. It's not. What am I saying? There's not a good CVT.
No, they're all terrible.
Once I win, I'll say that I really want one slammed.
There it is. All right. Well, let the man give you the trophy, and then you can go ahead and.
So then I can say I can do some vegan cocaine.
There it is. Yeah, do some
Perfect politician.
do some vegan cocaine in your slammed CHR.
You know, I'm just gonna run this kind of like the debate. You know, I'll just wait and I'll say a bunch of things, and then I'll be like, "Oh, I won," and then I'll be like, "I'll take everything back."
All right. Well, on that note, the winner of episode 2 is Mr. Warvet.
Yep.
Made
Congratulations, Jake. Well
it. Winner,
earned.
winner, chicken dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Zach
this
will
is
get
where
the
you
winner next time.
this is where you give your victory speech about the CHR.
Well, I if they were faster, I would definitely be spot on, and like that would be the best car in the world. But they do come in a manual transmission, and I'm like, that's rad. And then you slam them, you know, throw wide body fenders, quarrel with some lightning bolts, and everybody will love it. And maybe a big wing.
Oh yeah, gotta have the lightning bolts in the big wing.
Yeah, you know, if you don't have that, then which
Big wing, all the things.
Yeah, that took me a while to finally commit and do the big wing gang. It's been sitting in my garage for like a year now. And then I was like, I should probably put that on. It's just been collecting dust.
There it is.
Yeah.
Now you've ascended.
Yeah, although I'm a little bit worried because so I drilled in and like the bottom of the hatch isn't like flat like you would think it was. It's very like riggedy. So I've got like 3 washers and then the rest of them are just bolted, but they're all like I had to drill into the sides of it a little bit so that I can hold the nut because it was just like, well, I got to make a little area for it to suck down. And then I was driving down to UMC yesterday and I was on the interstate going like 90 and I hit one of the potholes and my trunk goes, I was like, oh, but it stayed put. So it's just like, what God?
Hey, man.
It would have been turned into a ute real quick because that's kind of the plan for it.
Well, there it is.
I'm excited. You know, I just got to
truck vet.
Once I get it caged, you know, because I was looking online. So there's somebody in like Arizona that has one that's it's just a little ute, but it looks really funny if you don't have a cage. You know, with the cage, I'm like, oh, they're gonna look kind of like the 240s do. You know, because that's kind of the goal. You know, make it what the kids call JDM.
Oh, there it is.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
You're ADM as fuck, dude.
Euro.
There it is.
Well, congratulations on the win. We'll put one up on the scoreboard for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you will eternally be ahead of Zach and Mike after the second episode, and probably the third, maybe the fourth.
You know,
fifth.
Yeah, I've just got a feeling that me and Zach are going to be taking a lot of L's until people start feeling sorry for us.
I'm gonna have to keep jumping in to defend my honor. You know, if somebody's gonna start coming up to pass me, I'll have to hop in.
Hey,
there it is.
I'm talking playoffs. You know, we got March Madness coming up and all that.
Just Battle of the Network Stars style. Just
I'm gonna have to have a little like board that tells me what to say. You know, I'll just have to be like, oh,
like a teleprompter.
Yeah.
You'll just have your wife standing in front of you, writing things down real quick, like say this.
Yeah, well, she's good at writing on a whiteboard, so I mean, we'll be set. You know, she does that all day, 8 hours a day. Yeah.
I've got a whiteboard right here.
I mean, the flipping of the coin's already rigged, so why not just rig the words?
Yeah, why not? Just go whole hog on it, man.
Just go all out.
There we go.
Yes. Celebrity Deathmatch, AJ. I like it.
Oh, that's a throwback.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yes. Are you even old enough, Jake, to understand Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yeah.
Is AJ even old enough for Celebrity Deathmatch? That's the question.
I'm turning 28 this year. You know how sad that is? I look like I'm 12, you know? And I sound like a munchkin. And I'm just like, oh, boy, I'm almost coming up to 30.
Man, Some of us are 34 and feel like they've peaked in life. So take it while you can, man. Enjoy it.
I'm already going through a midlife crisis. I got a Corvette, and then I just threw on some tacky AutoZone add-ons, and it was just like, this is going to look so good at the next car show.
You show up and try and dunk on the young kids and their imports on the weekends.
Yeah, that's the main goal. Oh, how much does that rice burner have? 50 horsepower. This got 300.
You really are having a midlife crisis.
Yeah, I dyed my hair. At that point in time, I was like, well.
Yeah. Brendan's pointing out that all that Coke does shit to your voice, Jake, so maybe lay off. There it is.
It might make it a little bit more raspy, I'm hoping. Maybe it will deepen it up a bit. I should just start smoking
names on the board.
American Spirits, dude, that'll do it. The party smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Just
do it
char it. Yeah. Ooh, that'll be real rough.
Filter off and everything.
Man, you'll sound real sweet for like 3 months. Then those next 2 years are going to be real rough.
Then I'll be on here like,
the dad stash. That is very true, AJ. He's got rocking the dad stash. Yep. There we go.
Well, it's the best I got. It's kind of like it's a little patchy.
It's a little patchy. You're just you're trying. You're doing what you
it's
can.
like a 13-year-old barely hitting puberty, and then it's like, but I want to be a dad,
You're 17.
We're on the board.
Hey, there it is.
Well, there we go.
Jake, that stash really screams, I'm 17, but I'm really trying to buy beer, so I need anything to help me out.
Yeah, what do you do? I could get beer all the time.
Smear some Rogaine on that upper lip, fill out the patches, get that thing nice and bushy.
Maybe I can get it elegant and have a little curl to it. Oh.
Ooh, there we go. I have to start calling you Jacob.
Oh. I like it.
You can't be Jake and have like the curly handlebar. It's got to be Jacob.
Yeah, hipster.
Actually,
yep.
I know a Jake who had that, so had the curly handlebar. It worked.
It works for some people. It works for some people.
I don't know how well this would work.
Hey, man.
Only one way to find out.
It'd
Yep.
be like, that meth head, it's got a really nice mustache.
Well, you can work on that mustache while you're sitting out on the street corner of G1.
Yeah, it's special change.
And you know what? You can rummage through some trash and just complete the whole picture. And Zach will be there with you, but he'll be serious about it. You'll be doing it ironically.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you inferring that it's my day job?
He'll just hold a sign that says "Need friends." Couple friends didn't work out.
That's here for friends.
With his phone number, just waiting for text messages. Just keep staring at it, just like no.
Just waiting for them Bumble alerts to come through.
Just
hoping a friend
so
came
hard.
through. Man, well, Jake, man, AJ's really going off on how you can change your voice through different cigarettes. It's great.
Yeah, the vaping's not really working. It's just
you got to get that char, man.
Yeah, the vape just makes me want to own a Subaru.
Yeah, no, dude, you gotta. I'm telling you, just go get some American Spirits. That'll be it. That'll
I'm gonna
change.
get like 3 new followers today because of this shit.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all we want for you, Zach. We just want you to have some friends, some good, upstanding young men to pal around with.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well,
maybe in a crossover.
Yes.
doing vegan cocaine.
Doing vegan cocaine at a crossover.
I don't think we can top that right there. But thank you, Jake, for joining us and for showing these young gentlemen how debating should go. And by that, I mean just barely getting that bunt in and still beating them.
Just laying down the bunt.
Yeah. Just the tip.
But you got on base. So that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Thank you for winning with that walk-off hit by pitch.
Yes. And as AJ points out, if you want to be Zach's buddy, email him, mailbag@camautomag.com.
No, my business card says something about Colonel Eddie Dean.
Oh, yeah, Colonel Eddie Dean at camautomag.com. Just go ahead and just fire off an email to the old Colonel.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can do be Zach's buddy at camautomag.com, and I'll get it. So
I hate Zach, but want to get close to him at camautomag.com.
I want to be a friend of him and secretly send him in the back at camautomag.com.
I feel like we got some future Cam Automag merch right there, you know.
Is it?
Don't be this man's friend and have a picture of Zach on it.
We're just going to rip off the crate.
The Lost Pizza Dad is going to be them.
We're just going to rip off the Kramer and just have a picture of Zach. He's a loathsome, offensive brute. But I cannot look away. Alrighty. Well, Jake, thank you for joining us. Let us know your social medias one more time.
It's just at warvet at Instagram.com or whatever. Yeah. But then probably next year going to start YouTube, but
there we go.
That'll be a good time.
It's gonna be a fun one. Well, thank you for joining us. We are at Cam Automag on a lot of the social medias, Instagram, Facebook, Bumble Friends. We're out there just looking for friendship. Nothing more.
We just want to be your buddy.
We just want somebody to play Pogs with, man. That's all.
That's Poggers, bro.
You remember friendship? It's back in Pog form.
Wow.
Solid.
You're welcome. All right. So for episode 2 of the CAM Shenanigans, I've been Mike.
I've been Zach.
I've been Trent.
Sorry.
There it is.
Oh, and I've been Jake.
Yay. God damn it, AJ.